I had made breakfast for my wife every day for 5 years, but suddenly, I forgot how to cut vegetables. So I picked up the knife and slowly walked to my wife, who was still fast asleep. She quickly grabbed the knife from my hands, thinking I had just not rested well the night before. My wife and I had been married for 5 years. Every morning, I spent half an hour preparing a delicate breakfast for her. Then, I would gently say good morning before heading out to work. All my wife needed to do was say goodbye before I left, and she could go back to bed for a beautiful nap. She would just need to have dinner ready before I came home from work. But recently, she noticed something was off. The cheese I once loved was always left in the bowl. Sometimes, I would even forget my phone when I left for work. She hurriedly grabbed the phone and rushed to catch up with me, only to find me staring blankly at the trash can. Curiously, she asked what I was looking at. I gave her a response that didn't make sense. She clearly didn't understand what I was trying to say. I worked as a customer service representative for a foreign company. Because the company was far from home, I had to endure 2 hours of subway rides every day to get to work. The nature of my job also made me feel suffocated. Over time, my mindset slowly started to change, but I hadn't confessed my condition to my wife. What I didn't know was, my wife had already figured out I was sick from the symptoms I had been showing these past few days. She had been quietly observing me. The seemingly indifferent wife had been recording everything I said and did in a comic strip every day. She recognized these as signs of emotional problems. To help me, she bought many medical books, and after confirming that diet and rest were the best solutions, she bought many of my favorite foods and spent hours preparing a feast. But when it was finally done, I had no interest at all. I didn't even touch the chopsticks and just wanted to go to bed. My wife was worried my body couldn't take it and asked me to quit my job and rest at home, but I refused because I was afraid that without an income, my wife, who had never worked, wouldn't be able to sustain our current lifestyle. Thinking of this made me feel like I had to be stronger. The next day, when I got on the crowded subway, my mood suddenly sank to an all-time low. I rushed to the restroom and started vomiting. When I got home after work, I didn't want to speak a word, just wanting to lie motionless on the sofa. My wife knew I couldn't continue like this, so she threatened me. If I didn't quit my job, she would divorce me. That threat worked. I was so scared that I immediately began writing my resignation letter. I worked hard because my goal was to give my wife a better life. The next day, I was about to submit my resignation. My wife, who usually didn't wake up early, grabbed my hand and insisted on coming with me, but the crowded subway in the morning made her struggle. Thinking about the pressure I had endured every day for 5 years, she sincerely said to me, "You've worked hard." After years of hard work, hearing my loved one understand me made my emotions explode at that moment. I cried loudly, ignoring the strange looks of others. A month after I resigned, my wife made me delicious meals every day, changing things up to take care of me in every way, and I began to feel much better.